welcome to Terry on Tuesday. Again, it's been a ridiculously busy week, and do you know what I found is when I've got zero money, like I have right now, I've got less time to do videos because I've got to spend all my time upstairs getting the work done in order to pay the rent and bills. Anyway, yes, I did go out on the weekend. But that was very important. One was a friend's birthday that I couldn't really say no to, and the other one was a cast and crew meetup for bloody students, which was great to meet some of the cast and the crew. We better have a couple more, I think, before the end of the year, just to meet everybody up. So I'll give you a quick update on the Vl'Hurg Commander helmet. Not sure where I left it last week, but I think I told you that I was making the horns out of the insulation foam, carved into spirals and wrapped in white cloth, which I will paint and get rid of all these stringy little strings. They will be quite nice when placed onto the now chopped up hula hoop, like so. And the other one, like so. And obviously this needs to be like that. What I'm probably going to do is put down inside the tube some couple of lengths of coat hanger wire, because it's steel. It should keep its shape, and if I put a couple of lengths in, it should be strong enough yet light enough to keep that kind of shape like that. And then this obviously gets bolted onto our metal piece, which is over. Can you see it? Can we see it? No. Bang a bang. This metal piece made by Mr. MB, and I have drilled a hole in head. So basically that will end up going into there. Something like that. I need to change the shape of this a little bit. I'll straighten it out just a tad, and obviously the pipes go on there. Now that's going to help it keep it sorted there. May even put a little bit of glue on it, don't know. But on the inside, obviously we have a rather large protrusion of thread, which will, unless you've got a hole in your head, will get in the way. So that needs to be cut down quite a bit, but just enough so I can put the other part of this on. Why does it never come out so easily? The corresponding part is a slightly larger one of these to go on the inside, and a nut to go on the inside as well. Then, well, basically I need to work out how far this is protruding from the helmet in order to put a piece of pipe about this kind of size. It goes over the front of, clips over the front of said metal piece. So it looks like this collar type thing in the middle. Then I've got to find points for the helmets, for the horns, black horns, and then I've got to put the lines all the way around the top and up here. So I did a little bit more work on the face. It looks a bit more like the face now. So what I've done, I've used micro pore tape, medical micro pore tape, which is great stuff because it's really sticky. It doesn't shrink like insulation tape. It doesn't slide around, and it's quite absorbent. So when I paint this all gold, you'll see these detail lines quite nicely, and they won't go anywhere. I've also done a lot of filler on the nose, and a little bit up here as well. You won't see most of that. I'm going to put a bit more over this here just to smooth it out. And it's glued in place, and I think it looks rather nice. I did a number of tests to glue the nose in place. I found that if you sand the plastic, if you try and super glue anything onto this sort of polypropylene, it won't glue. But if you sand it, it glues really good. So I think that looks nice. The nose comes down to the top of these holes like I wanted. It's slightly narrower than the original nose, And I would say we're looking pretty good. Hang on. You see what I mean? Let's get out close. You're far away. Look at that. Look at that. No graphics needed at all. Yeah. Now, this is going to be sprayed gold. I'm fairly sure, even on this very poor coloured print, that the eyes are red. They're also mesh. So I do have some leftover aluminium mesh. This is currently sprayed black from the Dalek neck bin that I had for my Dalek many years ago. I say many years ago, it wasn't that long ago, but I had to sell the Dalek. But this will basically, we'll cut out a couple of shapes of this to go on the back, like so. And if that's still too porous, I may put some cloth or something behind it, or even gel, you know, clear plastic. But I think if this is sprayed red, they'll look quite nice. Probably do the same thing with these, just cover them up a little bit. Breathing space, but at the same time, mesh. Okay, so that's kind of where I am. I have not as yet glued the leather bits together, but I brought some of the old-fashioned Yoo-hoo glue. This usually does the job. I don't know if it's called or just Yoo-hoo. It's always been Yoo-hoo as kids. It's not Cola Universal because you can't drink it. It's basically the all-purpose adhesive. Very, very old classic stuff. Yellow, quite pungent. Goodness gracious me. It's a kind of a rubbery glue. This should be good for the... have I got any spare? No, I've got none spare on me at the moment. Oh, yes I have. I have a spare bit in the phone wallet, remember? So basically I'm going to check if this can glue across the edge, fold over, put something heavy on it for about 24 hours and see if we've got a nice edge. Yoo-hoo generally does that quite well. I know Super Glue hasn't done it. E6000 will do it, but I have to check if Yoo-hoo does it. Should do. This is obviously hiding and living in my phone case at the moment because I need to get out and about and find a matching paint, matching spray paint for the helmet. For the rest of the helmet, the crest and the ridge that goes around here, it'll be our good old friend EVA foam, the 10mm stuff. I've got plenty of spares of this. So we'll have a ridge that goes all the way up here, plus a little bit that sticks up, and then a ridge all the way around. Right, so that is basically it. Sorry. That is basically it for this week. We're coming up to, where are we now? August, we're in August, okay. So, hang on, I'm being visited. Look. Hello. Hello. What do you want? What do you want? You only want me when you want food, innit? Meow. 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 That was brought to you by the word meow and the letter C for cat. Right, yeah, so August, we're going to be panicking. I'm going to be panicking a little bit. Coming up to the September shoot, I'm going to have to get on with mummy costumes very soon. That material is currently sitting on top of that box. Is, will you shut up, cat? I'm trying to talk. It's for mummies. I've got to get going on that. But I will proceed with the Vl'Hurg helmet because you're coming along quite nicely now. I might finish off the face mask and then bite the bullet and start working out how to shorten the metal threading. I think it's going to be a strong kind of Dremel disc to cut me through that because it is steel, and I don't think I can do it by hand with a hacksaw, but we shall see. Anyway, it's all good fun. That's going to be me for this week. Oh, by the way, quickly mention, Welcome to Neverberry, written by Chris Lynch, who co-wrote Offworld with me many moons ago. is it's now out on Amazon and Audible. So you've got a paperback, a Kindle version, and an audiobook. I read the audiobook for Chris, and it's 15 stories of life in a very weird, very small, very weird, dark, creepy town. I loved it. I wasn't even connected to it at all, but I just said to Chris, can I do an audiobook of this? And it's my first audiobook on Audible. So while stocks last, if you message me in the comments or DM me, I will send you a free promo code where you can download the audiobook on Audible. It's 4 hours long and 17 minutes, read by me. And all I ask in return is that you leave a review of the book on Audible, because that will really help Chris's sales and keep the book relevant, keep people being able to see it and buy it. It's not really for me, it's for Chris, because he's a writing legend and he deserves a lot of more accolades than he currently has. So welcome to Neverbury. It's a tremendous book. It's basically 15 short stories, but they're all set in the same town. So it paints a picture of this very weird, creepy town that you really don't want to visit. But he's even working on the sequel now very soon. So that's going to be tons and tons of fun. So DM me in the comments below if you want a free, I've only got 49 left to give away. If you want a free copy of the audiobook, DM me and I'll give you a code. You go to audible.co.uk and download it. This is not a sponsored video, by the way, YouTube, all right? Just saying. Anyway, that's all for this week. Take care now. Bye, 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 bye.